This has been a great experience. We brought 12 people from St. John's Church in Beverly Farms. I think we are blown away with the love in this room. We love the posters, we love the kids, we love the knowledge that we're receiving, and of course, you all are feeding us with a banquet, I guess. I think we need to do more of this, not only here, but at our church. We need you there. We need to understand each other, and it's been a really great day. Thank you.
I feel like I've learned a great deal. I certainly have never been inside of a mosque in the United States, and in fact, I haven't been in a mosque in maybe 35 years. And so I also want people to know that the reason I came here is because I wanted to show both solidarity for Muslims in the United States and also to get a better understanding of Muslims. I have some guests who are going to spend time with me very soon, and they're Muslims, and to get a better understanding of their background and their religion. And so, yeah, I have to say, by the way, your food rocks. The food is awesome, so that's just number one. I also find people here extremely welcoming and absolutely lovely. And I think you should do this every year, if not a few times a year.
So, it's one thing to read about Islam and to read about Muslims, to watch whatever documentaries and other things like that, but it's another thing to go and visit the community. I didn't even know that there was this community here right in my own backyard, and to go and to meet others who are living right next door is phenomenal. So I would second the idea that absolutely this is a phenomenal event, and it should happen again, maybe more often, because it's so important to be able to have those exchanges, because otherwise, we're just learning about from one another, reading books and watching things on the screen. That's not enough. Today I learned about the story of Muhammad when he ascended to heaven from the Dome of the Rock and prayed at Al-Aqsa Mosque or the location of Al-Aqsa Mosque with several other prophets. Details like that, you kind of miss when you're trying to learn things on your own.
I thought this was very educational. I have mentioned before to some of my friends that I've had the chance to experience many of the major world religions, and this was one of the religions I hadn't had a chance to experience firsthand. So it was I personally was very excited to come and see this firsthand and get to talk to the people of it, because there's no better way to spread understanding and acceptance than to actually go and talk to the people, because that's the best way to learn. I learned a lot about how women in Islam are treated and things like that, because there's a lot of misconceptions about that. Like I hadn't realized that younger children were not required to wear the hijab until the coming of age, and so that was very interesting. Because I know that in my religion of Christianity, there's a big ceremony about that, so it was very interesting to learn about that.
Well, we came to the AMC Mosque today because we wanted to learn more. We heard about the event. And although I've had many conversations with Muslims over the years, I lived in Jerusalem for a little while, I've lived in Dar es Salaam for a little while, and I've had a lot of Muslim friends over the years. But you can never have too much information. You can never learn too much. I think that's one of the core components of Islam is learning more, always, I think. It's I think Muslims pride themselves on always learning.
Strive for knowledge.
Right, right, and I have heard people talking about that. Definitely something I believe in myself. So I brought the family. I brought my son, I brought my wife, my daughters to find out more, and we did, and you know, it's knowledge you can pass it on, so you can pass it on to other people. I learned that there are two main holidays in Islam: Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr, and that's the basic. And then there's of course more cultural holidays around the world, but those are the two basic ones.
I think it was a really interesting event. I have a lot of friends who are Muslim, and they've tried to explain it to me in the past, but I never really understood it. So now I was able to fully understand what their culture was like. And I thought that was pretty good. It gave me an insight.
I think today was a good day for the people who don't know Islam to study it and learn it from the community of the people. And people were sincere and they weren't ignorant in the questions they were asking.
It says peace on it.
Why do you have it on it?
Because I believe in what it says.
There's only one Allah in every day.